and hatred and disgust for the Taliban for their involvement or perceived involvement or responsibility for the 9/11 attacks. And the idea was, we're going to go to Afghanistan and we're going to obliterate the Taliban. We're going to basically just bomb them out of existence. And the Bush administration had a completely free hand, cheered on by the media and the overwhelming majority of the American population, to do exactly that. And they tried. And yet, as you just said, 13 years later, the Taliban is stronger than ever, because you cannot do that. All you end up doing is turning the people of Afghanistan against you and therefore driving them into the arms of the Taliban. We just won't learn that lesson. And the reason we won't learn that lesson is twofold. Number one is, a lot of what is being stoked are really potent instincts in human nature. Our tribalistic instinct, our desire for vengeance, our desire to otherize people and then destroy them. And so when you see carnage in Paris, I'm sure it's true for you, I know it's true for me, all of us have that impulse to say, the people who did this are monsters and we want to destroy them. But we, as human beings, have not only impulse, we also have reason. And the purpose of our reason is to control our instincts and impulses. We don't just act by instinct and impulse. If we did, we'd be the lowest level animals. But the media is trying to stoke that id part of our brain, and so is the government, to just focus on vengeance and focus on a desire to obliterate, even when it's not in our interest to do so. And then the second reason is, the American media benefits immensely from war. Huge number of people watch CNN and MSNBC when there are wars. They get to go to war zones and dress up as soldiers, with camouflage flags, and they embed with the American media. It's exciting for them. They win awards as part of their career. They feel nationalistic. They feel like they have purpose. Telling people that they're part of a civilization war and fighting for freedom and democracy, that makes people feel really good, especially journalists. And so journalists are hungry for war. You could basically see them drooling in that press conference they did with Obama a few days ago, where they tried to badger him into sending ground troops into Syria. So all of these emotions and all of these instincts and all of these really ignominious impulses are combining into this really toxic brew that we've seen many times in the U.S. over the last several, since 9/11, but I don't think we have seen it quite as potently since 2002 or 2003, and it's amazing to watch everything just repeat itself.